for Friday Night Flights. Sponsored by Bayport Credit Union, Hercules Fence, Tidewater Community College, and Casey Auto Group.
Okay, welcome into the show. It's Friday Night Flights. I'm Craig Loper. He is James Catato. I promise we did not call each other to talk about our gray and black suit combos. All right, entering the night, the field of 757 high school football team still alive was down to 18. Everyone one step away from the region title game.
And one of the favorites to be one of the last ones standing, Oscar Smith, the reigning Class 6 state champs, come off a bye week after earning the 1 seed. Tonight, taking on the LC Bird out of Richmond. The team held a moment of silence before the game, paying tribute to the late, great Kenny Easley, who just passed away last week. Pro Football Hall of Famer, a graduate of Oscar Smith in 1977, went on to star at UCLA, and then for the Seattle Seahawks, his sister Patricia did the coin toss. Great stuff there. When the game did get started, Easley would be proud of this kid. Lonnie Andrews running it, tucks it down. 22 yards later, off to the races. First score of the game, 7-0 home team. LC Bird now with the ball. They're trying to set up a little play-action rollout pass. Narar Jarvis coming hot off the edge, comes up with the sack for the Tigers. Shoestring tackle fired up about that. A little while later, Andrews back to pass, looking. He's going to find Trayshawn Bradley, and Mr. Bradley makes one cut into the end zone, flips in there, 27-yard score, 13-0. And then second quarter now, short touchdown run on the other end by Breon Gibson, made it a 3-score game. Smith rolls into the region title game after tonight's 50-0 shutout win. Moving on to Class 5, which has 2 regions in Hampton Roads, and we're starting in Region B.
You know, Maury might be the 2-time reigning state champs, but the Commodores are actually the 2 seed this season. Kings Fork is the top seed in the region, and tonight the Bulldogs took on Bethel in the region semis. Bethel player Xavier Stanley seemed to suffer a pretty serious lower leg injury at the start of the third quarter. He gave the crowd, though, the thumbs up here, and appeared to be okay. Fork led 17-14 at the half. Midway through the third quarter, Isaiah Gilliam punches it in, 24-14 Bulldogs. Bethel answers quickly, 3rd and long. Alex Lewis to Antonio Cummings, James. Mr. Cummings goes up, climbs the ladder, goes and gets it. The sprint to the end zone, 24-21, Bethel trailing. Back comes Fork. They get good field position after a great return. Handoff. Kamanza Jones breaks a couple tackles. Nice moves into the end zone, 31-21. Flip the field now. Fourth quarter. Bruins not going away. Gotta hand it to Amari Preer. Breaks one tackle, busts this one, 31-28. Kings Fork in front. Bulldogs offense, though, great tonight. Jones again finds a crease, turns on the Jets, 45-yarder. He'd score again shortly after. You're going to see that score right there, just from a few yards out, 45-28. Kings Fork with the win. Back-to-back years, Bulldogs are going to face Maury in the, I just gave up where next game. I'm sorry.
But here we go.
They're going to play Maury again. I'm sorry.
So Maury played Warwick tonight. The Commodores on a 11 now, game winning streak. The Bruins had 5 shutout wins this season. First play from scrimmage from Maury. Damo Everett, screen pass to Matt Williams. Talk about speed. Woo. He outruns the coverage on the way to a 75-yard touchdown. Maury up 7-0. Now to the second quarter. Handoff goes to a guy that we have said his name a lot this year, Tayshawn Branch. 22 yards to the house for another Commodores touchdown, 14-3. Still in the second from Maury. Everett getting better and better as the season goes on. With time, floats it to Branch. That's a 7-yard score in the end zone. Maury up 21-3. Here's one more for good measure. Everett on the run. Damon McDaniel Jr. stretches for the score.
Yeah, took a hit.
As we just told you, Maury wins it over Warwick 42-10. The Commodores win their 11th win in a row. Next Friday night, we'll host Kings Fork for the 5B Region Championship and a trip to the state finals.
Yeah, Maury is serious contender to win its 3rd straight state title and 4th under Doree McCain. I think that game's going to be in Suffolk at Kings Fork for the region title game. Now to Class 5 Region A. Green Run won the region title last year but lost in the state semis. The Stallions trying to make another run.
That's okay. So Green Run undefeated. All of its wins were by double digits except for one. That was the Stallions' 7-point win over Salem, who was Green Run's opponent tonight in the 5A region semis. Let's head out to the beach. These two teams jawing at each other from the jump. They want this one bad. First quarter, Stallions marching. Luke Ashcraft finds it over the middle. Zay Cleveland.
Nice ball.
Nice catch, too. Touchdown makes a 7-0 Green Run. Next Stallions drive after the cheerleaders give a little bit of support. Ashcraft drops back, airs it out, going deep, and this ball was intercepted by Salem's Isaiah Brown. Now, Salem couldn't do anything with it on offense, so Green Run Well, they'd make them pay for it. Ashcraft deep into Salem territory. Again to Cleveland, this time head top.
Wow.
Zay gets up for it, and he's loving it. He said, yeah, I know this is good. Brandon Williams likes it too on the sideline. It's 14-0 Green Run. Salem would cut the deficit to 7, but that's all the offense could muster up in this one as the Stallion defense stifling, and Green Run back in familiar territory. Another 5A region championship game up next for Brandon Williams' team after a 28-7 win. Green Run to play the winner of this game. 3-seed Indian River and 2-seed Cox. We got there in the third quarter. River was up 7-3.
Whoa.
Trey Pugh III changing that immediately. Fights through the Falcon defense, gets into the red zone, and he is amped about it. A couple plays later, punches it in for the touchdown. It's 14-3 Braves. Cox back on offense, and that Indian River pressure comes by way of Corey Sanderlin. He wraps it up for the sack. Now Cox would punt, puts Indian River deep in their own territory, and Lord Malik Hiru says, Craig, I want 6.
I think they call that the bubble special. They fake the bubble, and then they streak the receiver looking to block.
And Jason Preston was on the receiving end of that. Mean mugs the Cox fans while running into the end zone. A 71-yard touchdown makes it 21-3 Indian River. Next Braves drive, Hiru over the middle to Preston. Preston, little fake here.
Oh, yeah, good cut.
Gets into the corner of the end zone, comes to the camera, says it's just too easy. In the fourth quarter, Braves up 27-3. Lord finish it off. Screen pass. Finds Simeon Battle. Nice
catch. Wow, yeah, behind his head. Okay.
And then he goes off, and he's just speeding away. Indian River's offense comes to life in the second half. They dominate Cox 42-3.
Yeah, you said it was 7-3 in the third quarter. They won 42-3. Still to come on this edition of Friday Night Flights. Action from all of the other regions in Hampton Roads,
including games in Williamsburg, Norfolk, Poquoson, and the Eastern Shore. We got you covered as Friday Night Flights continues.
All right, welcome back. In the Class 4 Region A semifinals, the marquee matchup actually going to take place tomorrow at Darlene Stadium when the top seed Hampton takes on the Phoebus Phantoms. The Crabbers cruise to a 10-1 record, including a 43-7 win over Phoebus last month. Phoebus, meanwhile, is 7-3 and saw its 51-game winning streak snapped this year. The Phantoms have won 4 state titles in a row, but after losing more than a dozen players to graduation, kind of a new look. Jeremy Blunt team, Hampton against Phoebus, 12 o'clock tomorrow on the Peninsula.
Hampton and Phoebus classic rivalry game. Another rivalry game in the 4A region semis. 7-4 Smithfield against 10-1 Lafayette.
The Packers with an upset win over War Hill last week. Lafayette knocked off Denby. Lafayette beat Smithfield 40-14 in the regular season opener. I was at that game in Smithfield first quarter. Packers going to strike first. Quarterback Kyle Buggs fakes the handoff. Looks downfield to Caden Pretlow. Behind everyone. Mixed extra point. 6-0 Packers. Second quarter. Drive. The Rams have the ball now. The Rams get it to Breon Stokes, takes it in from the 2, made it 7-6 Rams. Next drive for the Packers, and it ends quickly as Ja'Kai Parker looking for his receiver, but he's going to overthrow, and Jael Love goes up and gets it for the pick. JL Love, excuse me. A few plays later, Love finishes what he started, takes the pass from Bomb Hog, and runs it up the sideline for 6. 14-6 Rams on top. Toward the end of the half now, more great defense from Lafayette. This time it's Logan Oleski coming up with the interception. Good pick from him. That's going Rams up going into the half. Third quarter now, Rams continue to ground and pound. This time, Hogg calling his own number for the score. QB sneak 21-6. Go to the fourth quarter now. Another short field for Lafayette, just like Andy Lynn likes it. This one, house call, Stokes, second of the night, 28-6. Packers try to get something going up the middle in the fourth quarter, but Hogg ends up with the interception of Buggs on the pitch there. Look at that. And that would seal the deal. Rams moving on, 35-6. Well, in Class 3 Region A, it's the return of the Titans. Coach Hank Sawyer and his Lake Taylor team, top seed after missing out on the playoffs last year.
So Lake Taylor's opponent, Norcom, which lost to the Titans by 2 touchdowns in the regular season. Lake Taylor 9-2, Norcom 6-5. Let's go, Titans on offense. 2 running back formation here, and this time it goes to number 5, Keon Johnson.
Doesn't it always?
It always does. He's a massive offensive weapon. Pinned back, but he brings the ball to near midfield on the run. And if Johnson doesn't get it, How about Jeremiah Farabee, another name we've heard a lot with the Titans. Nice first down run for Lake Taylor, but they would punt the ball away, leading 21-13. Norcom now pinned back deep. Greyhounds go for it, but how about Majerald Clark, our first player of the week of the season this year?
EBU.
Wears a lot of hats. Nice defense play by him. So Norcom would punt it away, and here he is, Majerald Clark.
Okay.
Field it. Not only does he field it, but he's going to take it all the way back to the house for the touchdown, the punt return touchdown. Lake Taylor rolls past Norcom 42-13. Titans will play for the 3A Region Championship next Friday against 2-seed Petersburg at Lake Taylor.
Class 2 Region A, 10-1 Poquoson Islanders are the 2-seed, taking on 9-2 Southampton from Western Tidewater. Here we go. Early second quarter, Poquoson up 7-0 with the ball. Austin Conley breaks through Southampton defense for a 10-yard touchdown, making it 14-0. The second quarter, Poquoson leading, still same score. Handoff, Dom Galagak. This is a 20-yard score from him. He scores a lot of touchdowns. 21-0. Early third quarter, Poquoson still leading. This time it's 28-6. Handoff. This is Austin Conley, and he's got a crease. Look at this, 60 yards. Turns on the burners. That score made it 35-6 at Poquoson Middle. A lit atmosphere, of course. Later in the third now, Poquoson still in the lead, in control. It's 44. Cody Little breaks a couple tackles, taken down 6 yards short of the end zone. Immediately following that play, it's Conley gonna run the ball in and punch it in. 42-6. Bull Islanders win it. They're gonna play Armstrong for the region crown.
Class 1 Region A, Northampton on the Eastern Shore won its first playoff game in 30 years. Last week, taking on Rappahannock tonight, though. We start in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets down 14-0. Some trickery on the kickoff return sets the ball up nice for Northampton. That lateral from Corbin Etheridge to Jeremiah White sets up this here. They give the ball to White again, who takes it in for the Yellow Jackets' first score of the night. Cuts the deficit. The Raiders looking to respond. They do just that on 3rd and 18. Kenneth Madison breaks off a big one. No one catching him as he extends the lead for Rappahannock. The Raiders would continue to pour it on for the rest of the night. We see that here with a QB run from Clyde Kelly Jr. How about getting over a defender, shrugs a few tackles as well. He keeps the legs churning. Northampton's magical season comes to a close. The Yellow Jackets fall in the region semis 55-18. We'll be right back.
Cheer team, and welcome back to Friday Night Fights.
Shout out to the Cox cheerleading team. Their head coach Tyler Noe told James Catato they've more than doubled the size from last season. So congrats to them. The girls are showing up and cheering for the pom-poms. Their team did lose tonight, though.
Tyler Noe, the football coach. The cheer coach told me
that
they
sorry.
doubled in
I'm
size.
sorry.
You're good. But it's
sorry.
okay.
We're
thinking football.
I apologize.
All good.
All right. Welcome back to the show. We got some time here. Going to talk about next week's playoff matchup. Of course, the region title game. Starting Class 6, Region A, top seed Oscar Smith going to host 2-seed Thomas Dale.
Which, by the way, Thomas Dale just won in dramatic fashion against Manchester. So that was a really good Richmond slate. I believe Thomas Dale either 2 or the 3 seed. So going to be a really good game at Tiger Stadium. Class 5 Region A final will pit top seed Green Run against 3-seed Indian River. That is going to be one
rematch of 2 years ago. Indian River won on a walk-off field goal at the beach. Class 5 Region B final top seed Kings Fork is going to host 2-seed Maury. I was at Kings Fork tonight. I was seeing some of the people on the way out. I said, we'll see you next week there in Suffolk.
In Class 4 Region A, it will be Lafayette against the winner of tomorrow's game between Phoebus and Hampton.
Class 3 Region A, it will be top seed Lake Taylor hosting 2-seed Petersburg. How about Lake Taylor? A nice turf, getting a region title.
Very gorgeous. And in Class 2 Region A, 2-seed Poquoson will play the top seed Armstrong. And in Battle of the Bay, Norfolk State men beat Hampton 62-60. The Hampton women won 57-55. Big win for Tamisha Augusta.
College hoops tonight. Close games in the Battle of the Bay. All right, so we're going to do one more show of Friday Night Flights. Don't forget it. We're going to be on Wavy TV 10 at 11:13. Tonight, we're going to post the whole show. Give us about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We'll have it up. Wavy.com, Wavy YouTube, Wavy Plus. Share it with your friends and family. Kings Fork High School in Suffolk, one of the more beautiful shots in Hampton Roads. For James Catato, I'm Craig Loper. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.